Thank you for joining me. This time I will work on this pastel painting. You can see the materials that I use in the description. I would love to see how you do and give you my feedback. So if you can, come join me on Patreon and access my full learning center. This video is sponsored by Enjoying Art Brushes. These quality brushes give you a whole different experience in watercolor painting. Learn more and order yours today at enjoyingart.com/brushes. First, I want to thank you to Midden for sending me this beautiful easel. This easel can be used vertical for oil and pastel and drawing, or tilted in an angle so that you can use it for watercolor. I also want to thank to Tissa for sending me this canvas panel. I'm using this a little bit sharper, a little tippy tool. And let's take a look at the composition. I'm just going to use a little brown color. Okay, take a little brown color over here. Okay, take a look at E bold. Okay, don't worry too much. And take a look at the chin. It's about 2/3 coming down right here, like that. And take a look at the left side, the right side. This is the space we have. And what's the shoulder coming up? Do you want to include the whole shoulder? Do you want the shoulders off to the side? I wanted the shoulder off to the side. I'm going to take a look at. Okay, like from here coming up. And I'm going to have the head a little bit more to the left side. Okay, let's see. And this side of the shoulder, you can see the left side and the right side of the shoulder. So always looking for both sides and compare both sides. So you can make a decisions. Okay, but you can play with the idea first. I'm going to have this up, down a little bit over here. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to have that the finger, there's the jar. That's a little triangle over here. So everything you can fit into the ideas of triangle. Okay, like that. And so the face is this much. You can maybe have this as a little bit higher, like that. A little bit. And the chin right here, and then coming. So this would be the shape of the face. Okay, I don't want the top over here a little bit too high. Okay, I don't want it to be too high, so I'm gonna have enough space over here. Squint. This is the negative space, and this is the positive space. I want you to pay more attention to how you would want it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the bigger side of the whole tool. I'm going to take a look at, since I already know this will be the bottom. Okay, this is the bottom, and this is the right side, and this would be the left side here, like that. And then take a look at that. If I divide it to the left side and the right side with the light side and the shadow, and this would be the shadow side. Okay, this is the shadow side right there. It's pretty easy. Everything very similar to across all different medium. The way you see the composition and the light side, the shadow side. And take a look at the eye. The eye is about right here, also in the shadow of the eye, right? There's the shadow. Okay, here you go. The eyebrow would be right in here. Okay, right here. And here you go. That's the good. And then coming down over here, you can see the nose, and it would be right about over here, like that. Okay, this is good. the nostril, and then the mouth will be sitting in here. This is good. And the corner and the shadow right over here. Very, very rough, okay? And you have some clean space over here, as you can see, just like similar to when you use the watercolor brush. You just use the clean side to wipe off, okay? Like that. So this is good. I'm going to make this enforce the shadow side a little bit more. So we're going to see. If you want to move the whole thing more to the right side, and you still can do that at any point. And I'm going to use just the eraser. I'm going to erase this. And pen pastel very easy to be erased. Okay, that's good. And the bottom over here can be a little bit higher. Okay, and this the corner of the lower lip. Move it up a little bit. Keep the impression and make you feel the balance. Start from the beginning all the way through the whole development. Okay, this is good. Now I have the light shape. Move it a little bit more out here. Okay, I've been talking a lot about light and shadow. And this is good. And then so only look for the light side and shadow side. Okay, this is good. Think about whether or not I wanted to move this a little bit higher. And you need to think about that in this step. So I'm going to use a little, this is dark gray color. This is not black, right? Now I'm going to use it to put it here, add another shape. This is the shadow shape. Right in here, like that. And then push the chin a little bit higher. So whether or not this is what I want, okay? And I can also, using, this is a whole, those bigger stump, I'm going to actually soften this. It's a little bit too much. I can soften that a little bit. Okay, this is good. Now I'm going to have this going up over here. Take a look at the shape. Up over here. This is good. Okay, the hair, that's the triangle. You can see the triangle right onto this side. But again, don't commit to it fully. And try to do what the best you can. But you also need to have an open mind to see whether or not this is what you want. Okay, that's the chin over here. This is good. Maybe even a little bit higher, right? This is good. That's good. And I'm going to have a little bit darker like that. That's put the shape down over here. And now I'm going to take a look at, make it a little bit darker over here. Point it down right from the chin. Okay, here you go. That's good. And then on this side will be the hair. I'm going to come back to use the brown color as well as the dark gray or the black. I'm going to get the brown and get the dark. I'm going to take a look at right over here. It's good, like that. And this side of the shape for the hair. Just look for just the shape, the area. Okay, coming up over here. This is good. And this is good. Coming down right here. And you see this corner. Here you go. Get a little bit more. A little bit more. The warmer. And we're going to go darker as well. Okay, this is good. Now the top over here for the hair. Okay, here you go. All right. And the top I'm gonna have this a little bit darker here too. That's a little bit darker. So we're gonna develop it gradually, get more and more into the form, the three-dimensional feeling. Okay, here you go. Look at it. Okay, here you go. Now I'm gonna have the darker gray color. Here you go. That's good. Like that. And using this soft tool, make you feel like you are painting instead of drawing, right? So this is pretty good so far. I'm gonna have a little bit lighter brown color over here, like that. I have little gap. Okay, that's the thumb, and I'm gonna divide that a little bit, just give a little bit indication. This is good enough. Okay, now I'm gonna have just a darker, warmer brown color with the black, mix it, and I'm gonna just put a little color right in here, like that. And then also this side of the nose, I'm gonna confirm that even more. Right there, this is good. And the nostril here, just give a little bit. Okay, that's good. I'm going to put that on this side. There you go, like this. That make it warmer, darker, and she kind of like talking to me the whole time when I'm doing the photo shoot. So I'm making sure that she has the plan for the future and her story, and there's something communication over here. I'm going to bring that more and more into the painting. So I think this is pretty good. I'm going to take a look at the connection of the shoulder. I think this is pretty good over here too. And I'm going to have a little bit darker color right here, like coming up. I'm going to just looking for this whole larger area. And also going to block in a little bit more. Use the brown color. Okay, now it's getting a little bit dirty, and I'm going to have just wipe off some of the black. I'm going to just take the brown color. I'm going to have that a little bit more brown. Here we go. That's good for this shoulder. And also use this brown color put over here too. Just keep the flat shape. That's just fine. Okay, now it's getting interesting. I'm not too sure yet about how we're dealing with the outside space. So after you have the outside space, you're going to see that whether or not you want to make the head a little bit bigger or make the face a little bit more to the right hand side. That will be to be decided. Okay, where I'm going to go for the background. Now I'm just going to have a little bit more like blue color start with. Okay, so a little bit blue. I'm going to have that right here. Because the brush already have some kind of brown color in it. So it makes the blue color together. It's kind of very interesting. Okay, that's good. Coming down here. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna come to this side. I'm gonna have a little bit more blue. Okay, a little bit more blue. And my canvas board is only 8 by 8 inches. It's quite small. Like I'm gonna have on this side, I'm gonna have some darker color. And that is making the hair to be like somewhere like a lost and found, right? Somewhere a little bit softer to the background, somewhere a little bit darker compare. So I'm going to have the shoulder also pop up a little bit more. So I'm going to have this as like that. Have a little big triangle over here. That's good. Here we go. Up over here. So don't worry too much. Okay, don't get too nervous. Just looking for the shape. Okay, that'll be fine. I'm gonna get a little brown over here too, like that. Okay, that's good. Get rid of that too much white. Now take a look at this corner. I'm gonna have that the gray color coming down, and get a little bit brown with the dark gray color again. Make it a little bit softer. That's good. Like that. Now we can see the whole visual for the entire painting. And I'm thinking about that. This is look a little bit too open. Maybe the top over here can go up a little bit more too. Now I'm gonna take a look at. I'm gonna up just a little bit more. Let's keep thinking about the space that you have and allocations between the main object and the negative space. Okay, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have this come out a little bit more to the right side. So basically, I expand the head a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm gonna have the black right here, more sure now. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna come a little bit outer over here for the hair. Now when you move this out a little bit more, now this space over here in the background now getting a little bit smaller, and the shape have been changed. So I'm gonna have the blue and the black mixed together. What I want to do, I'm gonna have this color coming out like that. It's soften the whole area here, and here you go, like that. And I do want the shoulder continue to be a little bit darker than the outside. So I'm gonna have the brown color and the gray together. I'm gonna have this a little bit darker. Okay, here you go, like that. Now I'm gonna have the darker color. Now take a look at, and I want this to be darker. I'm working on a balance. Okay, what's the balance? Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna looking for the balance on this outside and the shoulder. Okay, here you go, like that. Now I'm gonna looking for another darker shape right in here. Okay, now I'm gonna move this out a little bit more. Let's see that this a little bit more, like that. And I'm gonna have even darker, so I'm gonna have just the black color. Okay, now I can move the chin even a little bit lower, like that. All right, I'm gonna make this a little bit darker. I'm gonna want at the warm brown color right here. This is the neck. Okay, that's good. And also here, have a little bit more brown, warm color right here. Okay, I keep working through it. I think it's getting a little bit more and more the way I want it. I'm gonna have this coming in, slightly coming in a little bit. And now I'm gonna see this a little bit outer here too. Okay, that's good. Now coming onto this side. This side, I have a little bit dark color over here. And I'm gonna have this a little bit deeper, like that. Okay, have this a little bit deeper. I'm gonna have this darker. Here you go, like that. Here you go. That's good. Okay. That's just wonderful. And coming softer over there. And there's a little bit darker shape on the outside. Like that. Okay. I'm going to have a little bit blue color and put it in the outside over here. Give a little bit contrast. I'm going to have this a little bit more blue. Okay, that's good. I'm going to have a little bit brown color over here too in the background. Okay. Here you go. Now, the brown color right here, like that. Just put the color in. Now it's getting better. I'm gonna have that a little bit brown color into the shadow side. Push this out a little bit. And also the bottom over here, the chin. I'm gonna have the little bit brown color instead of just the gray. I'm gonna have that right there. And put the color in here. Okay, here we go. The corner of the mouth looks very interesting because that's the sign of talking. Okay, that's good. Like that. And then I'm gonna make this the shadow side of the eye. Many members overlook that. Is keep looking at the eye instead of the shadow of the eye. Keep looking at that. Okay. Okay, this is good. And I'm going to use the eraser to reform this. I'm going to try to keep the impression and the balance throughout the entire process, okay, of the development. Okay, I'm also going to put a little red color. I'm going to get a new one. Okay, so I'm just going to take the red color. Okay, here you go. A little red right here. That's good. That's good. Okay. No need to overdo it. That's just good. And the upper lip, that little triangle. Okay, that's just pretty good. Now I'm going to softening, make this just a little bit lighter, coming down. Okay, this is good. Make it simple, easy for yourself. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take a look at the a little bit darker shape. We build this right here. Okay, I'm going to have this brown color coming out more. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to have the black again. Reform the shape. Okay, coming here. That's just good. Okay, right over here. Just use the side over here a little bit clean. So just make this softer. Looking at softer going out. Okay, like this. It's pretty good. And I'm gonna reform their dark shape over here. A little bit out right here. Okay, this is good. All right. At this point, the surface of their canvas board is gonna get, it's already filled up the inner powder. So we need to stabilize what we have before we can go further to develop. Basically we're going to rebuild the surface. And I'm going to use this fixative. It's odor-free, non-toxic, all natural, all media, and this is very good for soft pastel. And because it's not toxic, you can just spray indoor. Okay, you don't have to bring it outside. And then I'm gonna wait until it dries. Now the canvas is already fully dry. You see, it's very stable. Also a brand new surface. Okay, let's take a look at what are we gonna do next. We are looking at continue developing the little bit more shape. Like over here in the hair, I'm gonna have a little bit brown color. I'm gonna have this very good, and I'm gonna take a look at the shape right here. That's good. Look at that. Looking at just the shape. Okay, don't think even here, just the shape. Okay, this is very good. And move it down over here. I'm gonna have this come out over here too. Okay, that's very helpful. And I'm gonna see, have a little bit more, give a little bit more right here, a little bit warm color, like that. Okay, and I can have a little bit darker and reform this a little bit better. Here you go. And I'm gonna making this a little bit more clear, like that. And I'm gonna come up over here, come in a little bit more, looking for just the shape, dark and light. Let's see, this can be coming up just a little bit nudge. Okay, that's good. Beautiful, like that. Okay, have a little bit softer over there. I'm gonna get that a little brown color. Put it in right in here. Now, since we have that, I'm gonna have all the way come up here too. That's part of the neck. Take a look at that, right up here. Okay. That's very nice. I'm also gonna build up a little bit darker color up here. There you go. Continue deepen the form of the head. That's good. Coming up over here. That's good. And this a little bit darker. This is pretty good. Everything we do is gonna give a more and more suggestions, better description. Okay, just use the tip over here. Just put it like that. Because now this is the lighter area. I'm gonna have this a little bit darker, like that. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna have this darker color here too. Now, make it even darker. Look at the angle of this shape. Okay, what angle you want it to be interesting. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's very nice. I'm gonna have this a little bit darker too. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna coming onto this side. This darker the angle as well. Okay, the bottom over here, that's totally fine. I'm gonna have a little bit dark color like that, and that's good. A little angular. Here you go. Very good. I'm gonna have this just a little bit softer, like that. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna have this a little bit darker. Okay, let's see the background. I think the background is okay, but it's gonna make this just mix the blue with the black together. I'm gonna put that right in here. That's a couple shape. That's just good. I like that. I'm gonna have that a little bit blue down over here. I'm gonna just put that color in. That's interesting. I'm gonna also have this, the shoulder, coming a little bit more curve, like that. It's curve shape. Like this. That's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, nice. I'm gonna have this just dim down a little bit. I'm gonna have a long line like that coming down. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna have that a little bit coming down like that. Have a little texture, kind of interesting. Now I'm gonna do it on this side too. Okay, keep that texture, very interesting. All right, now I'm gonna work into the light side of the face, a little bit mid-tone. So I see that almost like an orange color. So I'm gonna take the orange color first, and I'm gonna put that right in here. Okay, like that. Take a look at that. From the side of the nose, I'm gonna put this in a little bit more in. Push that a little bit more. See how wide is the shape of the nose. I'm gonna put it right here. So slow down. Like that. Nice. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have a little bit more orange. Put it right in here. Okay. I'm gonna have a little bit brown. Right here, have a more brown color. That's good. Like this. That's good. Have a little bit orange. Put the color right in here. That's good. And since I have a little bit brown over here, I'm gonna push that in right there. That's good. And pretty good. I'm going to let go some of the already don't need that. I'm gonna have a little bit more red. Just have a little red like that. The red may be too much. Let go a little bit. I'm gonna have that right in here. Okay, that's a little red. That's good. And coming down here. That's good, like that. When you have it down over here, you can simplify the color. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit brown right in here. That's beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, now the chin over here, have a little bit light brown color, as well as in the finger area, have it like that. Have a little bit shape. And take a look at that. I'm gonna have just a little bit between the orange and the brown color. I'm gonna coming back over here. See that? This good. Like this. Very nice. Oh, what I want to do, I'm gonna have some a little white. I'm gonna take a little white and put it right in here. So the white's gonna mix with the color that we already have here. Okay, I'm gonna have that a little bit more orange and red. There you go. That's good. I'm gonna have that more white. Mix that in here. That's good. Beautiful. I see that. The color, very beautiful. That's good. Okay, look and think before you continue. Okay, don't overdo it. That's good. I'm gonna use the color, the mixture, and the tool. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now I'm gonna have the white with the little brown color. Take the brown color first. Take a look at right here. Now we're gonna build up a little bit more clear. A little bit more clear definition of the shape. Okay, here you go, like that. And I'm gonna get the white. Here you go. Continue. Let's get a little bit more white. That's good. Over here. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna have even more white right in here. Very soft, beautiful. And I'm gonna have this color coming down a little bit more, like that. The skin tone, look, very beautiful. I'm gonna get a little bit yellow. I think there's a little bit too much red. Okay, that's very good. And I'm gonna get a little bit brown color on the corner, like that, like that. A little bit. That's good. And now it's getting better and better on the form. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna get a little bit pink color. Here you go. Little pink color for the thumb. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna put that in here. That's good. Like that. As well as get a little bit more white here. That's good. I'm gonna have a little orange color. A little bit more orange. Okay, that's good. Very shape into that. That's just pretty nice. Now I'll come back to the shadows. I have a little bit more the brown color. Here you go. Now I'm gonna make this stronger as the shape. Get a little bit gray. Mix that, make it a little bit darker, coming down over here. That's just good. That's good, like that. A little bit warmer. So mix these two brown together. Okay, that's just good. Very nice. I'm gonna have this coming down, continue. This is good. After you do that, now I'm gonna come back here too. I'm gonna have a little bit suggestions of right here in the upper lip of the mouth, right there. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna also don't walk into the eye yet. I'm gonna have this a little bit softer, looking at the whole area of the shadow shape. Okay, have just a little more brown, and the shape coming closer to the nose. That's just good. Okay, right there. This is pretty good. And I'm gonna have a little bit blue. I see a little bit cooler color on this side. Okay, that's good. A little bit more blue. Okay, that's good. Now after we do that, I'm gonna have a little bit blue over here too. It seems a little bit too great. Okay, like that. That's help. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have this, the angle. That's just good. Now come back to use just the black to reform the hair, the space for the hair. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Coming in a little bit more. Okay, that's good. That's nice. All right. Build up that shape. Much better. Okay. And you can think about using the soft tool is almost like what you use the flat brush for watercolor. Just have to build up the larger connection. Okay. Build up the larger connection, make it more cohesive. I'm gonna have on this side, I'm gonna have it like this. Here you go. There you go. That's good. A little bit more suggestions. The outside over here, like that. Yeah, and have a little bit brown color. Make it a little bit more brown. That's good. A little bit more brown right here. More brown. Here you go. If you need to clean that soft tool before you continue, okay. Also the edge over here, I'm gonna have that a little bit more softer. That's very good. I'm gonna have a little line over here. I think it's ready. A little line like that. That's just good. And look at that stock shape. Like that. That's beautiful. Okay. So when we get this point, the things are getting together very nice. The balance is already there. I'm gonna have the little cool color on the outside. That's good. I can have that coming up over here with a little mark like that. That's just good. I'm gonna use this chalk pastel pencils. First, I'm gonna use a dark brown. I'm gonna build up, clear the nose over here first. The nostril on this side. That's good, right there. Okay, and then take a look at the mouth, the corner over here. And here you go. It's beautiful. Now, it's a very quite nice combinations between the soft pastel and the charcoal pencil. Okay, this is the brown color. That's good. And this, I'm going to redefine the shape between the nose and the mouth. That's good. A little bit more clear. Okay, now I'm going to use a little bit lighter brown color. Define the upper lip. Okay, coming a little bit higher. Like that. That's just good. Here we go. That's just good. Now come back with this, and there's the corner of this side. Okay, very nice. Take a look at the shadow area. Okay. Okay, pretty good. Now I'm going to use this, going to over here, make it a little bit more clear, and that's good. In the middle over here, have a little shape coming down right there, connect to the bottom of the nose. Looks like the nostril can go a little bit more to the left side. Okay, right there. So I'm also going to make this a little bit more clear. Okay, here you go. Coming from here down. Here you go. That's just good. Like that. Very good. Now I'm going to also use this brown color, making this shadow side a little bit more together. Okay. I'm going to make this a little bit more interesting. I'm going to use a little bit lighter orange brown color. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm going to have a little bit orange color first. That I'm going to take a look at this a little bit warmer, a little bit brighter. That's good. Nice. Okay. Pretty good. I'm going to have this brown color. I'm going to have this a little bit lighter brown color. This one. I'm going to put that right in here. Make it a little bit smoother, softer. And only good for here. That's good. Now I'm going to looking at using a very dark, just the black. I'm working on the shape of the outside. Here you go. Coming down in a little bit more. Okay, coming in a little bit more in over here too. That's good. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna have this a little bit deeper, and that's good, like that. And that's the triangle. I'm gonna use a little bit lighter shape, a lighter orange color. Right here, I'm gonna build up that. Good. Open that up a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to also use this color. Take a look at the corner over here. Okay, here you go. Nice. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit this, using this a little bit light brown color, and make the corner over here a little bit shadow. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna have the red color, red orange color. Refine this, move this a little bit more bigger. That's good. I'm gonna use the white. Take a look at that. I'm gonna have this very light. Okay, move the light shape over here too. That's nice. Now take a look at the nose, the highlight right in here. Now I'm going to look at their eye. I'm going to draw the shape of the eye, first with the dark brown color, and take a look at inside the shadow shape. How much where supposed to be the eye? Okay, right in here. And also here, go up a little bit more. This. Okay, here we go. There's a triangle. Take a look at the whole shape. Right in here, the whole shape. That's a little bit darker. Okay, the shape is very important. The shape is creating the illusion and the connections for us. Look at it again. Like this. Here we go. Okay, that's good. And the lower eyelid. And then look at it again. It's the right place. Okay, the eye can be a little bit bigger. Okay, open up a little bit more. Okay, this is good. And now I'm gonna come to using the black. Okay, before I go to do that, I'm gonna confirm a little bit more about the bottom of the chin. Okay, here we go. There's the triangle. Okay, that's good. And the eyebrow, right over there. Okay, on this side, there's also the triangle. You can't really see it that clearly, but just give the whole shape over there. This is good. Getting there very nicely. And the corner over here, and put over here too, a little bit, and a little bit darker, like that. I want to come into, take a look at the inside eye white. It have a little bit cool, a little bit bluish. So I'm going to have a little bit more of this gray, light gray color. I'm going to just put over there. That's good. And inside over here, I'm just going to lightly tap a little bit shape. So don't make it too much, just a little bit. Like that. That's good enough over there. Okay. I'm going to use the dark color. See some hair coming down over here. Like that. Okay. Like this. Pretty nice. Okay, and I'm gonna have the warm brown color for the cat shadow. Now, for the top over there, I'm gonna have that little lighter color. That would be lighter brown, so I'm gonna think about using this and then add a little white. Okay, a little bit more like this. Coming over, I'm gonna have that little line over here too. Okay, here we go. Like this. I'm gonna have a little white, a little lighter. I'm gonna just use like this. It's not exactly white, but it's a little bit lighter. I'm gonna use a little skin tone, just a little bit lighter. So when I have that little skin over there, may not really see it that much. This is good. Like now, I'm just going to use a little shape over here showing that group of hair, and that little bit over here. You see the form. Yellow orange color. First thing, I'm gonna cover this. It works pretty well. Okay, and now I'm gonna use the white to blend the color right on the canvas. Okay, this is good. Okay, now I come back to the pen pastel. Do a little bit more adjusting. Now I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna have a little bit darker color. Now I'm making the top over here a little bit darker. Okay, that's good. Like that. Take a look over here. That's nice. Okay, take a look at the whole eye area. A little bit darker. I'm gonna have this. Just put that, set that right in here. Like that. Okay, now the painting is finished.